Alright, hello there my fellow Knights and Squads and Arms, Ebon Knight here, and today I'm bringing you another video of my Let's Play of Mass Effect 1. We are on Part 9. Now, to go ahead and get the formalities out of the way, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button, and remember to hit the notification bell icon to keep up to date with all the content that I post. And if you enjoyed it, share amongst your friends on social media. Because it shows your sign of support for the channel. I know that. And, yeah. Now, this video is probably, because what is today? Monday the 8th of April. So this video is going to be going up on the 9th, which, I mean, like, if it is, then, yeah. But, anyway, I mean, like, I'm getting it. I'm gonna be getting this put up as I work and edit on the For Honor videos I got coming in the next couple of days. So gotta edit the footage to some degree, just the most basic of edits. But so yeah. Alright, let's just...
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
That is literally just about, like, how most people in a community are.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meanings. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you, but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Okie dokie then.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Well, I just thought I'd sit there and get that conversation going for you guys for a bit of, you know, lore and whatnot. You guys might be,
I get the
bored
feeling you
of
want to
the
ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
conversations and such.
I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Why
You
is
don't
that?
like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only
love,
meant that you would
sitting
be an
there
interesting
playing that
specimen for an
joke.
in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
But the thing I would like to point
I
out
should go.
is that outside of sitting here and doing this all the time, I also happen to sit here and watch anime, and it is always so fucking hilarious and cute when you have moments like that in an anime. It's so hilarious. The only difference is that the Japanese take it a bit far, and they like to sit there and do it with fucking sexual innuendos to where you have a character dating another, and there's always these moments that creates a misunderstanding, and it's just so funny, sitting there, watching the characters sit there and stammer with their speech about it. But anyway, I should be able to get a quest off of Garrus at this point now.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Yeah, I do apologize, Garrus, but how am I gonna sit there and do that?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
And just so you know, I probably should have mentioned this earlier in the video, but this one's going to be a bit more taken back, slow, because I want to chat with the other members of the group so I can potentially, you know, get some quests, because there's quests that, like, with Garrus, he gives you a quest, Rex, he gives you a quest, Tali, she gives you a quest, vice versa. Whereas Ashley, Caden, nothing going on there, and Liara, the only thing really worth doing with her in terms of quests and vice versa, it's just, you know, closure with her mother.
You Krogan live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it.
Turians deployed it.
All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one, and no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Yeah, because you Krogan are natural-born warriors.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Politics isn't necessarily your strong suit. Science really isn't necessarily a strong suit for the Krogan either, because the only thing that they like sitting there progressing in terms of science is anything that can either kill something more efficiently or make it go boom. Because that's just who they are and how they evolved. They're warriors. Fighting is the one thing that they are naturally good at. And in terms of education and whatnot, I mean, like, they're really not, like... how do I put it? Like, they're not dumb, per se, just because they choose fighting all the time. It's just who they are. And... well, simply put, that's just, like, how it is, really. Like, it's part of what they are. What system is it where... okay, at this point I'm thinking it's not in this system. My memory is shite!
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nassana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.
Well, I'm not surprised. Not there. I think it was this planet where I got a distress signal for aid. Let's grab her and then... Let's go over here first, get to this anomaly, and then head for that distress signal. And then real quick, got to go do this. Alrighty, now I can pretty much deal with just about anything, and we're now going to start leveling this up, so I can get people up after they've gone down already. Alright, barrier, warp. Stasis would be nice to get, so let's do that. And work towards overload, because it'd be nice to get. This is nice having. Alrighty, there we go. And then later, gonna work on towards getting electronics. to be perfectly honest, I think out of all the vehicles that we've gotten in Mass Effect, I think those probably got to be my favorite. Element taking this. An element, bleh. What, bleh, 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 bleh. I can't talk. Bleh. Anyway, it's a fucking element deposit. I can sit here and mark. Lithium. X, Y, Y, X, Y. Higher level I get, the more money I actually get out of it. Explosives, actually. Map. Next.
Moving out.
Oh, it's a mummified soldier. EXXBX. Ready? The distressing law of being over here. Oh yeah, it's where I need to fight the Thresher Maw. This is fantastic. Hello there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is our very first Thresher Maw encounter, and we won.
These are Alliance soldiers. It appears they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
There we go. Well, there's one assignment done, but we're not going to the Citadel again yet. For there is more exploration to do. I'm also really missing that in the other Mass Effects I actually get a percentage meter for what I found and what I haven't found. I don't think I've went to the active system yet. Sony Proteus. Yay, gas deposit. Anything in this extra belt? Nope. Courtesy. Another gas deposit. Nausicaa. Pharos. Alright, that's Athens done. Is there anything excuse me. Okay. Hello there. I'm a metallic asteroid. I think part of it I should come back to later. For some reason, I can't remember if I do or not. Friggins. Everything that can be done in the Artemis Tau cluster is now done. Wish I could sit here and pull up my journal on this.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Alrighty, won't go there just yet. Getting everything else that can be gathered in this system gathered, and then we'll land and call it on the video. Sibo. Alrighty, time to land. Getting Liara and Garrus again. Well, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, please share it amongst your friends on social media, as it shows it's your sign of support for this channel. And if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and remember to hit the notification bell icon. Drop a like, leave a comment down in the comment section below, and you can follow me and message me on social medias. Links for those are down in the description below. Twitter, Discord, yeah, that's really about it. And yeah, and if you really enjoy this content, you can support me further by visiting on my Patreon page through the link down in the description below, and become a patron, which would be tremendously appreciated. Now, keep your blades polished, and I will see you all in the next one on the battlefield. Peace out.